Hey, what's up guys? It's Erica here, and today I'm talking about the FBA startup program by the Zabarek twins. If you're looking to start an Amazon FBA private label business, this course covers everything you need to know from product sourcing to launching your own brand. The Zab twins, Ryan and Eric, left their 9-to-5 jobs when they found success through FBA, and now they're teaching others essentially how to follow in their same footsteps. But you can't just take the twins' word for it, so that's why in this review I'm going to be breaking down what the course offers, who the Zab twins are, and why Amazon FBA might not be it's all cracked up to be. Plus, I'll share why I think there's a much better alternative to FBA. And just a quick disclaimer here, guys, I'm not affiliated with the FBA startup or the Zab twins in any way. This is just my honest take on the program based on my own research and obviously what I've seen from other student reviews online. Now, with that said, let's dive right into it. All right, so FBA Startup is an Amazon FBA course run by the Zab twins, Ryan and Eric Zabarek. These guys, like I said, left their 9-to-5 jobs, tried out a few different business models like dropshipping and affiliate marketing, but ultimately found success with Amazon FBA. Now they're teaching others how to start their own Amazon businesses with this course. The program covers the basics like setting up an LLC, sourcing products, and using different tools like ManyChat to launch and grow your own Amazon store. So if you're new to the world of FBA, it's definitely designed to help you get started from scratch. The course itself is broken down into many different clusters and modules, giving you a really deep step-by-step guide on how to launch your own private label business. They even offer things like one-on-one and group coaching, which is really great if you need that extra support along the way. The training is split into 6 core modules, kicking things off with a mindset training, really just to make sure you're mentally ready before diving in. After that, it moves straight into setting up your LLC and Amazon seller account. Another big part of the course is product research, where they basically teach you how to find the most profitable products that aren't also totally oversaturated. Next is all about sourcing, which means finding all of the right suppliers and getting all of the best prices. Then you'll dive straight into branding and optimizing your Amazon listings so that your products actually stand out. And lastly, they walk you through the A and Z process of launching your product and using different ad techniques to drive sales. So overall, if we're talking about things like coaching and course content, it's generally a solid course that covers the whole process of starting a private label FBA business. Now, here's where things get a little tricky. The price itself isn't listed up front. You'll have to book a call to find out exactly the cost of the program. But one thing they do recommend is having at least $4,000 in startup capital, so it's definitely not a cheap online business to get into. When you compare Amazon FBA to dropshipping, you have to have a lot more startup capital, considering the fact that you have a lot more inventory to handle. So moving on to student reviews, the course itself has a solid 4.3 star rating on Trustpilot, and a lot of people have really left positive reviews about the training tools and their overall experience. However, there are a few negative reviews too, and one that really stood out to me was from somebody who claimed that the program was all a scam. They said that they paid a lot of money but couldn't access the course, and also the customer support was the least bit helpful. It's also been mentioned that some of the 5-star reviews might be from people just affiliated with the company and are getting paid. So while many seem to have a good overall experience, there are definitely some red flags that you should be aware of before investing in this or any FBA program. So speaking of red flags, I want to highlight some of the real challenges that come along with Amazon before I close up this FBA startup review. First of all, on paper, it may sound like a great way to generate passive income online, but when you dig deeper, it's definitely far from simple. The marketplace is flooded with millions of sellers, including big brands and low-cost suppliers from China. Not to mention, Amazon itself has over 130 of its own private label brands, so you're not just competing with other sellers, you're competing with Amazon itself. Profit margins are also another major hurdle. By the time you account for Amazon's referral, storage, and fulfillment fees, not to mention their seller fees, your margins can drop as low as 5 to 15%. Add in things like marketing costs, and you're left needing to sell a high volume of products just to stay profitable. Also, unlike dropshipping, you have to invest heavily upfront in inventory, and if your products don't move quickly, Amazon storage fees can quickly start stacking up, guys, eating into whatever profits you might have left. And the worst part is the total lack of control. Amazon controls the platform completely, and that means that they can suspend your account or change policies at the drop of a dime, putting your entire business at risk. So, is the FBA startup legit, and is it worth the cost and investment? Well, the course itself seems pretty legitimate, and the Zab twins seem to care about helping their students succeed. They've got a ton of testimonials and have coached hundreds of entrepreneurs, not to mention their online reputation is overall pretty good. But, and this is a big but, guys, Amazon FBA is a business model that comes with a lot of risks. The competition is fierce, the fees add up, and Amazon can change the rules or suspend your account at any time. So while the Twins course gives you all the tools you need to get started, many FBA sellers still struggle to maintain that consistent profit long term. And if you're set on Amazon FBA, the course could be worth it for the guidance, but definitely be prepared for the challenging road ahead. All right, so I kind of want to switch gears and tell you guys a little bit about what I do, which has way less competition and much higher profit margins. It's called the digital rental method. Now, a few years ago, I built a simple website for a fencing repair company in Colorado Springs, and I'm not directly involved in that niche, but I did know how to rank the site that I built, and within 6 to 8 weeks of the site going live, Google ranked it #1, as you can see here, and it's been holding that spot ever since. Now, the beauty of this method is that it works for any service-based business like tree removal, plumbing, or roofing, you name it. And how it works is basically somebody in the area searches for a service, they land on my website, and they give the number listed a call. That call then goes to a contractor who does the job, gets paid, and at the end of the month, I get what's called a finder's fee. And depending on the niche, those fees can range anywhere from $500 to $2,000. As for competition, yeah, there are a lot of companies out there, but most of them don't really know how to rank a website on Google, so I'm outranking them and grab most of the calls. So if you're looking for something more predictable and beginner friendly, the digital rental method might be your thing. It definitely has a lot less competition, and once your site is ranked, it pretty much runs on autopilot, bringing you a passive income every month like clockwork. So while the FBA startup course might look appealing at first, just know that Amazon FBA and any course in that industry really just isn't as easy as it seems. It's really competitive, expensive, and there are much better business models out there like the digital rental method that give you much more control and better long-term results. All right, guys, that's it for my review of the FBA startup by the Zab twins. If you're curious about getting started with the digital rental method, be sure to check out the link in the description below. And as always, guys, if you found this review helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for new content. See you in the next one.